Hello, I'm Janna and welcome back to the Crafty Corner. This is day 3 of our Valentine's Day special. Today we're going to be making some embellishments in the form of ruffles. If you'd like to see exactly which supplies we're going to be using, go ahead and pause here. Alright, let's head over to the Crafty Corner. Today we're going to be making some more Valentine's Day embellishments, and we're going to be working on ruffles. Now, ruffles are lots of fun. Now, we're going to start with a basic accordion fold, but we're going to be kind of overlapping and pressing this down to make little bendy waves. And we're just going to keep folding this until we have a good foundation for our ruffle. And then we'll get into some hot gluing. All right, there we go. So we have a basic ruffle right here. And the main thing to do is hot glue it. So I've got my hot glue. And I'm just going to kind of put a little bit in each of the troughs. And then we'll smoosh this all back down to have our ruffle. Now it doesn't have to be straight, it doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to get the initial shape because we are going to be altering this quite a bit. So I'm just going to take that and smush it back down to how we had it. There we go. Once it's all layered back, it'll be easier to smush. Okay, I'm just going to kind of stick that flat and just push these little pieces in. All right. We've got that, and I'm just going to kind of flatten that out. They don't need to be overly big, but I wanted something here. All right, and the next thing we're going to do will be to work on a few more of these. I'm going to take care of this side when I add a band of color going that way, but right now I just want the basic structure formed. So let's go ahead and do the rest of these on fast forward. Now that we have all of the little accordion pieces folded, it's time to add a stabilizing strip going right across the back. I'm going to take a strip of paper and we're going to add hot glue and then just tuck it around. All right, hot glue. Run a good line of that right down there. Let us pick this up and try to make this lay as evenly as possible. There we go. Take that, tuck the extra around. I'm just going to flip this over, add a little bit more glue here, and tuck it around on this side. Okay, so not bad. That's our basic foundation, and it's definitely a lot more stable than it was. So I'm just going to give that a good smush. Make sure it's not going anywhere. And we're going to do the same thing with the other pieces, but I think this time I'm going to run the glue right on the ruffle. Now I'm sure there's other ways to do these ruffles, but this was just the easiest way that I could see to do it with the supplies that I have. Okay, got that. Flip it over, add a little glue. Okay, and tuck and tuck. Oh, I really do like the plaid. So the papers that I'm using right now are from the Tim Holtz background sets, and these are actually from the Christmas pack. The Christmas pack has a lot of really good reds, so like why not use them at other times of the year? Valentine's Day calls for a lot of red, so why not? I'm definitely digging through my stash trying to find all sorts of different parts and pieces that just work for Valentine's. It doesn't have to be made for that specific season. It could be any season. I might even find some interesting stuff in the Halloween department if we dug through that as well. All right, so I'll clean those up later. Let's go ahead. We'll run the next one. So just taking the hot glue gun, and this is a Sure Bonder hot glue gun, my favorite. Take that, stick that down, flip it over, add a little bit more glue, and tuck those little tabs in. And just by doing that, we have added a lot more stability to the ruffle. Okay, that's good. I've definitely got a lot of glue strands, but not a big deal. I can clean those up later. The main thing right now is just to get our main structure finished. Then we can move on to fun things like embellishments. Okay, so we've got one more. We're going to do 4 of these today. Take that. Put over our glue. There we go. Take our paper, stick it down. All right, not bad. Flip it over and add more glue. Now, forgive the audio if it's a little bit off today. It is quite windy here. We have a little bit of a snowstorm going on, so I'm not sure if we're picking up any feedback or not, but if you hear anything odd in the background, it is probably the wind. Okay, so just take that, flip it over. There we go. Pretty good. All right, so I'm just going to take a moment to clean up my crafty surface, and then we'll be right back to embellish these. Okay, so we have these 4 pieces to play with, and now we're going to bring in some different elements. I've got some really great lace here that could be fun to add. Not quite sure what I'd do with it. We've got some little ideology pieces. I've got some larger hearts. I definitely want to use the hearts. And we've also got some angel wings. Love those. So now it's just going to be fitting pieces together and seeing what works. Ooh, I've even got a little bit of red ribbon. Ooh, I really want to use that up. Okay, so I'm going to use that on 2 of these. Let's see here. Get the hot glue gun back. That will definitely be good. I like the red. So we'll take that line of glue, set the glue down, and just take that velvety ribbon and put that right there. Very cool. Now I just need some scissors. We'll trim that and do the same thing to the other ruffle. Okay, good. And over here. Now this is just a great way to use up supplies. Like I didn't have a whole lot of this red velvet ribbon left, so this is a really good use for it. Just decorating little things. Okay, and trim. All right. So that's one thing done. Now just to figure out what I'm doing with everything else. Okay, so I really want to use some of the lace. See here, I could do, ooh, I like that. Could put a little bit here, a little bit there. Yeah, I like doing that with lace. That's cool. And I've got some more lace right here. Okay, so that's a thought. And then maybe I could do something with the wings over here. I really, really like the wings. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll do that with the wings. That'll be cool. Let's see here. What else have I got? Ooh. There we go. Love that, and that would complete that ruffle. Okay, now what do I want to do with that piece? Got lots of hearts here. Oh, I've also got these. Yeah, could do that. And then maybe add in a few tiny hearts. Okay, I think we've got a plan. Very good. So we're going to go in with collage medium this time, since we don't need this to set quickly, but collage medium is really durable. So I like that. Okay, that's going to go there. Then we'll take some more on here. This cute little chocolate box, this is from the Tim Holtz Sizzix set. That is adorable. I love that. Okay, and another set of wings. And the reason these are looking very identical is because I'm actually making this for a Valentine's Day swap. But I thought it'd be fun to show the process of how I'm putting some of these elements together in case swap partners or anyone else might want to make these or get ideas if you're doing a swap. Ruffles seem to be a very common thing in swaps, so I thought it'd be a good thing to show. Alright, let's add on the lace. Now the lace is from a Sizzix die set, lace trims. And this was just cut out using a few scraps of heavy duty cardstock. Okay, and we've got a sentiment here. This was from Note Quotes stamp set. There we go. I've been making all sorts of elements for the last week or so, so I would have lots of things to play with when it came time to embellish specific items like ruffles and rosettes and banners. It's always good to have a stash bill because you never know what you might be up to in the crafty universe. Okay, so I've got that, and now I want to add a heart or two. So let's see here. Yeah, I could do that. I like that. And what do I want for the other side? So many choices. There's a heart. Ooh, like that. Very good. And that. Okay. So, got a plan. Take that. I'm gonna kind of tuck that right under here. Oh, you know what? I do want to add some glitter to this. Maybe with some stickles. That would be fun. And I've got plenty of stickles around here. Oh. Did I add glue to that? Yes, I did. Okay. That can go there. Then we'll take this and tuck that over here. Okay. Oh, I am really happy with the way these turned out. They're pretty cute. All right, so the next thing I want are going to be some stickles, and I think, do I have any gold ones? I cannot remember. Let me see what I have in my stash. Oh, these are fun. That'll work. This is stickles and this is sorbet. So I don't think I've used this one before. So let's see. Is it going to play nice? Maybe. So I just kind of want to add like a little bit here and there all around the sentiments. Let's see how that does. Yep, that works. So just adding a little touch of sparkle. Why not? Just carefully dabbing that. Okay. I think I am pretty happy with this. So there we go. We have got a set of 4 ruffles. And before I call these completely done, I do want to add some foam squares on the back so that they'll be easy to add to other projects. All right. And I've got some low profile foam. This is Simon Says stamp, of course. I'll just carefully flip that. Now I do have a bit of a mess on the back with the hot glue, but that is pretty easy to clean up, and I can blast this with a wave of heat later, but I just want to add a couple of little foam squares so that these have just a little bit more dimension. I love elements that pop up. Okay, there we go. One of my hearts is running away. Just put that right back. That's going to need some time to dry. There we go. And got these. Oh, I already did that one. Yeah, a bit of a hot glue gun mess, but not a big deal. That's easy enough to fix. Okay, so we've got foam on the back of both of these. All right, and I would call these done. Thank you so much for joining me here today at the Crafty Corner for some Valentine's Day fun. Today we have made these adorable ruffle embellishments, and we got to use up lots of die cuts and little bits and pieces using many elements from our Tim Holtz stash, such as background scraps, stamped images, and die cuts. My favorite today has to be the adorable chocolate boxes from this last Sizzix release of Sidekicks. Thank you so much for joining me here today at the Crafty Corner, and until next time, happy crafting!